Hello everyone, Ranjitha here. Welcome back to my channel. I am here today with a stamping technique tutorial called mirror stamping technique. This is a technique where you stamp the same image to get a mirror image of it. Before we move on further, please subscribe to my channel and tap on the bell icon so that you get notified every time I post a new video. So let's get started. I've taken a piece of cardstock and have scored it slightly, maybe an inch, so that it folds back and forth. I'm placing my image of choice for which I want my mirror image. Firstly, I will be inking up with Versamark ink. I'm slightly dabbing it onto the image, and then I will be inking it up with the black ink of your choice. Here I'm using archival black ink, and now I'm stamping it not on the white cardstock but on the acetate sheet that I have placed on my stamping tool. To know more of the techniques I do with this acetate sheet that I have taped down on my stamping tool, do check out the description box below, where I will be linking other technique videos using this acetate hinge that I have made on my stamping tool. Now if you can see, there is a reflection or a mirror image of the image has been transferred on the other side of the white cardstock. If you're not happy with the image, repeat the same process until you get an image. You will definitely not get the right perfect image on the first go itself, because you are transferring the ink from the acetate and not directly from the stamp. Now I'm inking up the image with the same black archival ink, and this time I'm stamping it directly on the white cardstock. This step is not necessary, but I prefer doing this because in case if I have dies matching the stamps, then I can use it for cutting my reverse or mirror images also. So here you can see the image and the mirror image of it. Now similarly, I've made mirror images of these two stamps from the Stampin' Dust stamp set, and I have colored it. Now let's see how we can put up cards using these images. I'm starting up with a piece of cardstock that measures 10 inches by 7 inches, and I'm scoring it at 5 along the long edge and folding it into half. This forms my card base. I've selected matching pattern paper, and I'm cutting it slightly less than 5 inches by 7 inches. Say it is 4 3/4 by 6 3/4 of an inch. And now I'm cutting a window out of it with this heart dies from Spellbinders. I'm stamping a sentiment that goes well with this card onto white cardstock, and I'm cutting it into a strip with a fishtail edge to it. I have a tip for you here, how to cut a fishtail edge every time perfectly. I slit it in between, eyeballing the center of the banner, and then like this, and then I bring the corners, or I cut it from the corner to the center. This gives me a perfect fishtail every time. I'm now punching out a small heart out of red cardstock using the sponge. Just to add a fun element onto the card. I wanted to highlight the sentiment a little bit more, so I'm gluing it onto black cardstock and then cutting it all around with an even black matting on it. I thought this is the best way to give matting onto my card rather than measuring it and cutting it. Now let's put up the whole card together. I'm using liquid glue to adhere my pattern paper. I prefer using liquid glue because it gives me a little wiggle room and I can shift my paper in case I have not aligned it properly. If you observe, I always spread my liquid glue with my little finger. This is a small convenience tip. I do it because this way my thumb and my index finger is free and I will not mess up my plain cardstock with any finger smudges or smears. This tip is very helpful when you're working on with white cardstock because you usually end up with when you're usually working with liquid glue, you usually end up with finger smudges or smears. Now I am adhering my sentiment strip and my images by mounting them with some foam double-sided adhesive. I'm now adhering the tiny heart in between the two giraffes with some double-sided foam adhesive as well. That's it. I'm almost done with my card. You can see the close-ups here. I hope you love this technique and will definitely give it a try. Do let me know your comments below. I will be coming up with more cards using this fun technique, and stay tuned. Thank you so much for stopping by. Please subscribe to my channel to learn more fun techniques on card making and other crafts. And do follow me on my social media where I share my work with you. The links are given in the description box below. Thank you.